Assalamualaikum students, how are you? Today we have to solve exercise of chapter number 1, heating and cooling. Question number 1, multiple choice questions. First statement, why does a spark from a firework not hurt very much if it lands on your hand? Option A, the spark has a huge amount of heat energy. Option B, the spark has a lot of heat energy. Option C, the spark has a little heat energy. Option D, the spark has no heat energy. The correct option is C, the spark has little heat energy. Statement number 2, heat energy is measured in option A, degrees, B, joules, C, newtons, D, pascals. The correct option is B, joules. Statement number 3, which of these does the kinetic theory not explain? Option A, condensing of steam. Option B, evaporation of water. Option C, heat coming from the sun. Option D, melting of ice. The correct option is C, heat coming from the sun. Statement number 4, what happens when one end of a metal bar is heated? Option A, molecules at the heated end moves as fast as the other end. Option B, molecules at the heated end moves faster than at the other end. Option C, molecules at the heated end move more slowly than at the other end. Option D, molecules at the heated end move towards the other end. Beta, correct option is B, molecules at the heated end move faster than at the other end. Statement number 5, what is the name of the continuous circulating stream of water set up inside a kettle when it is heated? Option A, charging current. Option B, combustion current. Option C, conduction current. Option D, convection current. Correct option is D, convection current. Question number 2, true or false? First statement, you can still burn your tongue on a cup of tea even though it may not be very hot. This statement is true. Statement number 2, heat is measured with the thermometer. This statement is false because temperature is measured with thermometer. Statement number 3, when water changes state from ice to a liquid, the total mass of the water never changes. This is a true statement. Statement number 4, a short metal spoon is better for stirring hot soup than a long metal spoon. This statement is false. Statement number 5, heat can only be carried by convection in liquids and gases. This statement is also true. Question number 3, use the given words to fill the gaps. The words are condenses, freezes, gas, liquid, melts, state. Ice is a solid. When it is heated, it melts and becomes water. Water is a liquid which boils at 100 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, it turns into a gas called steam. When steam cools, it condenses and turns back into water. At 0 degrees Celsius, water freezes and turn back into ice. These are the examples of changes of state. Question number 4. The Kelvin scale starts at absolute 0 and has degrees which are the same size as degrees on the Celsius scale. Part 1. Fill in the missing temperatures on these scales. This is the Celsius scale, this is the Kelvin scale, and we have to fill the gaps. We will fill them after studying the rule, that is in part 2. Part 2, write a rule for changing temperatures on the Celsius scale to temperatures on the Kelvin scale. Beta, we have to add 273 to degrees on the Celsius scale to convert into the Kelvin scale. That is, degree Celsius plus 273 is equal to Kelvin, or Kelvin minus 273 is equal to degree Celsius. Part 3. Use your rule to convert the following Celsius temperatures to the Kelvin scale. A. 300 degrees Celsius. In order to convert 300 degrees Celsius into Kelvin scale, we will make use of this rule. Degree Kelvin plus 273 is equal to Kelvin. Degree Celsius plus 273 is equal to Kelvin, and 300 plus 273 is equal to 573 Kelvin. Part 3. 150 degrees Celsius. In order to convert 150 degrees Celsius into Kelvin, we have to add 273 to degrees Celsius, and this temperature is 150 degrees Celsius plus 273 is equal to 423 Kelvin. Question 4, part 3C, minus 50 degrees Celsius. Minus 50 degrees Celsius can be converted into Kelvin by making use of degree Celsius plus 273 is equal to Kelvin. Minus 50 plus 273 is equal to 223 Kelvin. Students, now we have to fill in the missing temperature in these scales. As degree Celsius is given 200, so then we will convert 200 degrees Celsius into Kelvin by making use of this rule. 200 plus 273 is equal to 473 Kelvin, and if we want to convert 373 Kelvin into degree Celsius, then we have to make use of the rule Kelvin minus 273 is equal to degree Celsius. Temperature in Kelvin is 373 minus 273 is equal to 100 degrees Celsius. As in temperature is given in degree Celsius, that is 0 degree Celsius. In order to convert 0 degree Celsius into Kelvin, we have to add 273 in the 0, and it will be equal to 273 Kelvin. Next is 173 Kelvin, and we have to convert it into Celsius. In order to convert 173 degrees Kelvin, that will be we will apply rule K minus 273 is equal to degree Celsius. 173 Kelvin minus 273 is equal to minus 100 degree Celsius. I have to write there 100 degree Celsius. As the given temperature is in degree Celsius and it is minus 200 degrees Celsius, and in order to convert it into Kelvin, we will add 273 in it. Minus 200 plus 273 is equal to 73 Kelvin. Question number 4, part 4. Use the kinetic theory to explain why it is not sensible to convert temperatures lower than minus 273 degrees Celsius to the Kelvin scale. The answer is because absolute zero is the temperature at which material has no heat energy. Thank you.